What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Transformers video here today, and we are going to be talking a little bit about the Cybertron games and Activision and Hasbro and all of that drama that's been going on recently relating to all of them. As many people who are in the loop with Transformers stuff and keep themselves updated, you probably already know a little bit what I'm talking about. And for those of you who don't, I'll just give the briefest summary I can. In recent weeks, talk online has been pretty much blowing up recently about how much people miss the War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron games, those old High Moon Studio games back in the day, those really the best Transformers games of all time. And of course, after Activision kind of took on ownership of all of those properties as they absorbed High Moon Studios, nothing ever really happened with those games. And for those of you who have Xbox, obviously the console wars BS is always going on, Xbox versus PlayStation, but Xbox Game Pass is undeniably a fantastic program. Xbox Game Pass, if you have Xbox, you know exactly what it is. If you don't, I'll explain it quickly. Pretty much you pay, I think it's only $10 a month, and you have access to hundreds, if not thousands of games, and it's like this huge online index that you have access, you pay it once a month and you have access to all these games for free, and you can pretty much download what you want, play what you want, do whatever you want with it, and it's really cool. And a bunch of old games, even going back to the 360 days, are on it. Now, if you look up Transformers in the Xbox store, it will show you Transformers War for Cybertron, or Fall of Cybertron. It will show you the Devastation game. It will show you Rise of the Darkspark, and then it will show you all the movies. If you click on them, the only game you can actually purchase and play is Rise of the Darkspark, which is undeniably the worst in the line of the games, of the Cybertron games, where it was kind of a mix between Age of Extinction, live-action movie game, and, or I guess kind of a tie-in to the Cybertron games, whereas you get to play partial of the plot taking place on modern-day Earth with the with Lockdown and Drift and Prime and those bots. And then you go back in time to when they're on Cybertron, you get to play as Sideswipe and Prime and Jetfire and Soundwave, and you get to play on Cybertron for a little bit. And while it has some fun moments, the game overall is completely ass compared to the other two. Now, why is that the only one that is available on the store?
I have no idea!
We then find out that apparently, someone at Hasbro must have picked up on seeing everyone talk about this online, and Hasbro came out and said, someone came out and made the statement, we would love to have the Game Pass games. I'll throw it up on screen. I'm not looking at it right now, so I'm not going to go verbatim, but I'll throw it up on screen. Pretty much said along the lines of, we want the games on Game Pass, but Activision lost it. When they absorbed High Moon Studios, they pretty much lost the game codes within their library, and it's somewhere, but they have no idea where it is. Then we get this woman who works at Activision. I'll throw up her credentials as well. She's not some random. She's a high up at Activision. And she comes out and disproves the Hasbro claim and pretty much says, no, we have the games. But at the same time, she then exposes herself and exposes Activision to the fact of, then what the hell is taking so long? Why haven't the games been added before? Why haven't they been added now? And what is going on in this whole process? So, this whole process has actually been honestly overall good because it's shedding light on it, and it's actually making them talk about it. So it's showing that this is not some just random thing. And thankfully, it looks like eventually we will get these games on the Game Pass. If you're on PlayStation, I don't know what to say. Sorry about that. But on Xbox, it does look like we'll eventually have a chance to get these on Game Pass, but it's just ridiculous that it took people arguing it on Twitter and then a random Hasbro interview quote to come out, and then we finally get Activision answering. But I want to give Microsoft specifically a lot of credit. And the reason for that is, as many of you know, the deal went through when Microsoft is going to be acquiring Activision, and it's going to be this huge blockbuster deal. Sony was trying to block it because Sony's a bitch company, and Sony has all the best exclusives and solo games, like God of War, Last of Us, all these great solo games, and yet they act like Xbox is trying to take advantage of them by taking ownership of of the Activision stuff, even though Xbox is like, we're not making Call of Duty exclusive, which they have every right to. But regardless of the point, giving a lot of credit to Microsoft, because as soon as Microsoft acquired that, within a week, they literally went back and fixed all of the old Call of Duty servers and made them playable again. And I uninstalled Modern Warfare 2. The new Modern Warfare 2, I'm done with that shit. It's a terrible game. I'm back on Black Ops 2, the best Call of Duty of all time. And it's crazy. And I know this has nothing to do with the Transformers, but my point being, in a week, Microsoft comes in, and this is Microsoft that did it, not Activision, because Activision is fucking worthless. Microsoft came in and fixed and did Activision's job for them. So, is that kind of a show of what this new mentality is? Maybe Microsoft is going to realize what's going on here, and obviously not step in and release the Cybertron games, but maybe light some fire under the asses of Activision, who's just a lazy-ass company. I mean, I can't blame them, though. They're probably worried about more workplace violations. So that's about it in the Cybertron news. There's not really anything solid about it, just the fact that a lot of people who are credible individuals at these places are talking about it, and there is dialogue around the games, and it does seem like there is a effort of them wanting to get these games out, which is a good thing, but we'll just have to wait and see what actually happens. But just wanted to get a quick video giving my thoughts on it very briefly here today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Likes are always appreciated, and until next time, peace.